my precious, I love you so much. I could just hold you and squeeze you forever. And what are you doing there? Have you been here a long time? Did you just get here? What did you see? Doesn't matter. Don't answer that. This? Oh, this? You want to know what's inside here, inside the box? Come on, come in. We'll look together, okay? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. It's comics. Absolute Green Lantern by Al Ewing, Volume 2. Honestly, the first one surprised me. I wasn't in love with it, but I liked it a lot, particularly the art. The art was pretty cool. It was giving me some Dragon Ball Z vibe, especially some of the fight scenes. I was here for it. So I'm hoping that this one builds on it and gets even better. But only time will tell, I suppose. Batman and Robin, Volume 3 by Philip Kennedy Johnson. I have been waiting for this one. I'm very excited. Super underrated series. Nobody's talking about this series. Not that I've heard, but I am talking about it because it is so good. Art is good, story is incredible. If you haven't read it, it's kind of a horror mystery. It does focus a lot on Damian Wayne Robin and kind of where he's at and what he's going through. They're really building him up quite a bit. And a lot of the relationship between him and Batman, but I guess that's always a thing realistically. But yeah, I cannot wait to get into Batman and Robin, Volume 3. Black Ritual, the Book of Nyx. I have honestly no idea what the story is. All I know is Nyx is the original She-Spawn or former She-Spawn. I know what's currently happening with her in the main books, in the Spawn books, but I don't know when this takes place and what's happening. But definitely interested to get into it. I'll let you know how it is when I'm done. More Spawn Universe, Sam and Twitch Case Files, Volume 2. This, guys, is a sleeper. The first one was really good. Honestly, you don't need to know anything about Spawn Universe. It's just a good standalone detective story. It's obviously following Sam and Twitch, but the first one specifically is following mostly Twitch, and he's kind of off on his own, doing his own detective thing in kind of the country. And some messed up stuff in there, but it's really compelling. It's a great murder mystery. I highly recommend it. If you haven't read it, you should check it out. Batman Superman, World's Finest Deluxe Edition. I'm pretty pumped about this one. Everybody's been talking a big game about it, saying that it's one of the best things coming out of DC Comics from Mark Waid. I read what was called the Yesteryear, something like that. It was a Justice League crossover with World's Finest. It was okay for me. But I think because they were doing some time jumping and reality shifting and all that kind of stuff, so maybe it wasn't as good as it would typically be. But this volume especially, I've heard nothing but good things about it. Even like the art on that, like that cover art is pretty amazing. Even the back. I don't know if you can hear it, my cat keeps meowing. I think she's really also excited for Batman Superman World's Finest. Have you read this one? Does it live up to the hype that I've heard? I am so late to this party, but Batman White Knight, the Deluxe Edition, I have heard people raving about it. Sean Murphy with Matt Hollingsworth. It's an alternate universe Batman story, so this has nothing to do with the main continuity, but I have been waiting such a long time to read this. I don't know why I haven't already bought it. Buy too many things, let's be honest. But I was really torn if I wanted to wait for the omnibus to come out eventually. But like I know with the most current volume, there's been like a ton of delays. And in my mind, I'm probably gonna wait another 2-3 years until an omnibus comes out, because I think they're just starting to release the absolute lines now too. Also, honestly, I love me some omnibus, but deluxe editions are just so much easier to read. It's smaller. I can carry it anywhere. It doesn't weigh 10,000 pounds. I don't have to worry about it being damaged as much. My one caveat though is, or my one quirk is, in an omnibus you might have comics that are crossovers collected from other characters in it as well. I don't really need to worry about this because it's standalone stories, so getting the deluxe editions, I should be fine and not have to be like, oh no, I'm missing 3-4 issues. I'm going to die because I have a collecting problem and I need to own it all. Are you also sick like I am? Do you feel the need to buy everything? Oh, what? And there's more? Batman Curse of the White Knight. So this we're looking at, I guess technically we're calling it volume 2. It's the next part in the story. I'm not gonna talk about it too much. I haven't read the first one, still gotta get into that. So happy it's in the collection. Really looking forward to that, putting it on the bookshelf. On a side note, does everybody else love it when you get a new book and you put it on the bookshelf for the first time? It's so satisfying. Omnibus time! Nightwing, volume 2, Tom Taylor. Listen, there's a few people out there on the internet that are like, this is not my favorite run. It's freaking good. Get over it. You gotta love this one. Bruno's art, the ideas he came up with throughout the series, so original. Mwah, chef's kiss. But just the relationship between Babs and Nightwing throughout this whole series is fantastic. I would say this series, honestly, like I was already reading comics a little bit, but this series is a big reason of why I went to the next level and started reading everything, particularly DC. You know what? I'm gonna blame Nightwing for turning me into a DC diehard. And check out the art on that. Cover looks really great. I don't know if you can see the foiling. You know, it's a little bit on the pricey side for the size that this book is, but they at least added those nice touches of foiling that give it a little something. And if you haven't seen the inside, let's take the dust jacket right off. Look at that Starry Night foiling on the inside. I was really surprised when I saw that. Really, really nice touches. Like if you're gonna charge more, then give me some premium features. And you know what, they did that. Good on you, DC. You gave me a little more for my money, especially because it's a smaller book. So I'm happy about that. Thank you. Swamp Thing Omnibus by Rom V. Super excited to have this one. I have not read any Swamp Thing stories. I got a little taste of them in a recent book. I want to say it was Justice League, but I can't remember. I'd say the most Swamp Thing that I've really experienced was when I was a kid. The TV show, it was a cartoon that had awesome Swamp Thing intro. I was definitely stoked for that. I had a couple of Swamp Thing toys, but I never actually read anything from Swamp Thing. Wasn't there a live action movie or TV show or something too? Somebody look it up. Tell me down below in the comments. Was there a live action TV show or am I making that up? I can't remember my old age sometimes. The art looks pretty cool on this. Although the one thing that I'm a little bummed about, maybe a lot of you have the same feeling. So Swamp Thing was originally going to be a deluxe edition, and then they were like, let's make an omnibus and charge more money. Not cool. But like the Nightwing Omnibus, they add the foiling and stuff. This one, they didn't really add anything. Like if you can see closely, his hands have a little bit of shine to them. And then the Swamp Thing here as well. But I mean, for the price difference for such a skinny book, which, you know, it's really more of a big deluxe than a small omnibus. A little disappointing, but nonetheless, I'm still here for this. I want to read this, I'm excited for it, and I can't wait to share it once I read it. And of course, this would not be an unboxing video if I did not have at least one Batman omnibus. I'm a Batman nut. I'm pretty sure most of you are also Batman nuts, but it's really a sickness. It is. My name is Ryan, and I have a Batman problem. But this is Grant Morrison Omnibus Volume 2. I've kind of got these in a weird order. For my birthday this year, I got Volume 3 because it was a really good deal. And then I went and bought myself Volume 1. And now I've gotten Volume 2. So I have now the complete Grant Morrison Batman Omnibus run. Really looking forward to putting it on the shelf with his friends. Volume 1 and Volume 3 are lonely. They're so very lonely. It gets cold up there. They need their friend on the shelf with them to enjoy just collecting dust on my shelf. But they don't. I dust it. Dust your books, guys. I dust them all the time. Take care of your books. They're precious. Sorry. I haven't read any of this run yet. I'm currently reading Scott Snyder Omnibus. once I've gotten through volume 2, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna then backtrack out of the New 52 into Batman Grant Morrison. And then from there, who knows? All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me, checking out my new books, talking comic books. If you have a moment to hit like or subscribe, leave a comment, any of those things, it helps me out a ton. And honestly, just gives me more opportunity to hang out with people like you, chat about comics, because that's what I'm here for. I think that's why you're here. And I really look forward to seeing you again the next time here at North of Gotham.